What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. I've been lagging, y'all. My energy levels are anyways, this is gonna be like kind of my skincare routine. I have no makeup on, I have nothing on, nothing. Now, just gonna jump in here. Cameras will show everything magnified, make them look like, ooh girl, your face looking real rough. But I will say, compared to how my face used to be before using these 3 items together on a regular basis. Now by regular basis, I mean morning, night, every day, because that's something that I'm not used to doing. I promise you, my face looking great. Let's jump into it. I've got my coffee in my Brooklyn cup.
You feel like Brooklyn in the summer. Been hiding half awake for so long.
Anyways, let's get into it. This is not sponsored. I do receive some of these items for free. Some of these items I purchase myself because when I run out, I need more. But let's just get into it. So for my face wash, let's talk about this. So I don't necessarily wash my face with like a face wash on a regular basis, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't wear makeup on a regular basis. Yes, I go out into the real world and all those nasty things floating in the air, but I'm inside most of the time, to be honest with you. My life is not that exciting. That's partially why I stopped vlogging on a regular basis, because I don't really do anything, in case you didn't notice. One thing I do use at least, I would say maybe 3 to 4 times a week. I know this says only use twice a week, but for me, this has really made a difference in my skin. And this is my Microdermabrasion Scrub. Now, I've talked about this. If you've been following me for any amount of time, I used to talk about this actually when I lived, it's probably been like 3 or 4 years. I want to say this is when we were still living in the apartment before my mom bought her house that I talked about this. That was a long time ago. Obviously they have new packaging, so it looks different from before. It used to be like a blue and a purple label. Now it's like this new, like very natural skincare looking. If you're not familiar with Derma E, I'll leave the links down below so you guys can look at more information, get more details about the ingredients, etc. But it's basically what it says. It's a microdermabrasion scrub. And the thing that I like about this one versus other scrubs is the scrub texture. And I talked about this in my other video when I talked about this product like years ago. The beads that's in this is so fine. These ones are so small. It's almost like, you know when you have sand, when you go like to the beach, you're hanging out with your family and you got sand on the towel and you like shake it off and you think it's all gone, but then like you sort of feel like these little bits of sand in it still. That's what it feels like. It's so small, so it does feel like you could feel the scrub, but it's so small that it's like, I don't know, it just feels good. And like I can feel the difference right away. Like when I use this in the shower, I can feel the difference from before I put it on to after I rinse it off, how my skin feels. It's just getting that like super thin top layer like of dirt and like texture and just smoothing it out. I love it. Okay, before I go to the next. Now, after that, because I live where I live, it's cold, my skin is dry all the time, I don't want to use usually a toner or something that's supposed to kind of like strip your skin. Not really strip it, that's a bad word. It's supposed to pull out more toxins and more dirt from your skin, right? But a lot of times those feel very drying and very like, why did I use this? Because now I feel like I need to use a freaking thick layer of moisturizer or oil, and then still doesn't work because my face is sucked dry of all the moisture. Well, this toner right here, let me tell you, I've actually in some older videos I've used this too. Actually on some Instagram video. Again, they have new packaging. It's halfway gone. I use this pretty much every day, like I said. Not only does it not dry my skin out, I don't know if it's just the combination or if it's just one of these things that's really making a difference, but I used to get breakouts all the time. Like when I stopped using this and I tried to use some other products, my skin just hated it. Like I would always be broken out right here, and it looks like I'm broken out, but I just have like redness like constantly in this area, redness here and redness here, but I have like this bump right here. That's it. But you know, a girl gets those sometimes. You know what I mean? But this right here, it just, not only is it going to not dry your skin out, it still pulls out all the gunk from your skin. Like, I work in a warehouse 4 nights out of the week, and so when I come home dealing with those boxes, dust in the air, my skin looks fine. My skin does not look dirty. So I'm actually gonna do that right now because this is like my daily routine of what I do. I take one of these little rounds, right? This stuff is messy, but it works. And I fill it up, right? Oops, got some on my table. And I just do this. I literally have not done anything today but go drop off Ariel. I did have physical therapy, but it wasn't like strenuous, like I wasn't sweating or, you know, anything like that. And I get all the way down here, girl, down here. And my face actually is not very dirty, a little bit. You can see some of the redness from my hair, pink a little bit, but not too bad. But let me tell you, when I come home from work and I'm not wearing makeup or anything, like this will look so nasty because of all the dirt from the warehouse that gets on my skin. And I know some of you be like, well, why don't you just wash your face? I have pretty sensitive skin, so I don't like to wash my face very often just because from my experience, from my skin, I've just learned my skin. I tried being a regular face washer and I felt like that just made things worse. So I just have resulted in this combination and it's worked for me. Now it may not work for you, and I will tell you, even in doing this, going to the facial and them doing like the extraction and like the hydro extraction and all that stuff where they pull out all the gunk and you see it in the water, my water would be almost clear, like barely any dirt. And this is kind of the combination that I've done. So that should tell you something. Like even the dermatologist or the esthetician was like, wow, your skin, for someone who does makeup, like your skin is actually pretty clean. So kudos to me. So after that, so if you guys can see, my skin is still like glowy. It doesn't look dry. It doesn't feel dry. And this is a toner. That should tell you something. Your toner should not make your skin look dry or feel cracky. It should feel and still look glowy, okay? Has glycolic acid and ribose. I don't know how to say it. How do you say that? Ribose? I don't know. But it smells amazing. And then I use this as my moisturizer. I hate that it comes out of the bottle. This is the Radiant Glow Face Oil, and this is in collaboration with Sunkissed Alba here on Instagram. I think she has a YouTube as well. Could be wrong. But it basically is just like a jojoba, argan, and sea buckthorn oils. And a lot of people are like, well, I have oily skin, I shouldn't use oil. Actually, you should be using oil, because the reason that your skin is oily is because it's trying to make up, it's trying to overproduce for the lack of oil that you have in your skin. So it seems as though your face is oily, but it's actually just lacking. It's trying to produce what you're missing. So oil is going to counteract and balance that oil. Did you know that? And like I mentioned in all of my skincare videos, if you have extra product, use it on your hands. Keep those hands youthful. You know, I even put some like this. Yeah. I just drip it on there. And I just use it as my hand moisturizer. And it doesn't feel oily. It doesn't leave them oily. It just like, look at, yes, it feels so good. I don't know about you guys, but this is like my go-to. And I always put on my lips. I like my lips to feel moisturized. But these are the three, see if I can get this good. These are the 3 items that I use on a regular basis. Yes, they are all Derma E. Oh, they are all from the same line that they have. This is all from the Essentials line. I didn't even realize that. And just so you guys know, they're 100% vegan, GMO-free, eco-ethical, cruelty-free, gluten-free, soy-free, recyclable, all that good stuff. Again, I'll leave the links down below so you guys can check it out. Like if you guys are allergic to certain things, or if you guys want to see what other lines they have like anti-aging, they have normal to dry, they have oily skin, they have all the different combinations, like skincare lines that you would need. That was all for this video. I just wanted to share that a little bit with you guys. Maybe I gave you guys some insights, some information that you didn't have before, a new product that you've never tried before. If you have tried the Derma E brand, what was your experience? Did you like it? Did you not? Which line did you use? I would love to know all of that. Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys like skincare videos or anything like that, or if you have any tips for me, or you have more questions for me, let me know in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe down below if you're not already. Hit the bell so you can be notified every time I upload, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, last question. Do you guys like me sitting in front of this like boring white wall? Or do you guys like me sitting in front of like my makeup table and with all the like cute stuff in the background? Let your girl know down below so I can sit and you guys can see what you want to see. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.